You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. We've got some news for you coming right up. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. In addition, a package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Those were our top stories. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon.
Saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. This just in. Troubling news from Prem as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. One more story for you. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. You're gonna love this next song, I guarantee it. Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. If you like news, you're going to love our next segment. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. Also, merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now, come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
Mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On a silver screen, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of her first affair. Will it ever cloy this odd diversity of misery and joy? I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the boy. Mad about the boy.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. In other news, scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you. Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. And now the news. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. Also in the headlines, patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. This program was brought to you by Gomorrah. Gomorrah, it'll be our secret. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number three was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited for you, knocked on the door. I waited but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. Here are our top stories. Citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the Strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. Moving on. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Got some songs coming up for you right now. At least one is probably about love.
All at once.
is Mr. New Vegas, fanning the flames of your passion. All the latest news coming your way right now. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. In addition, refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lannius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? I've got news for you. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. In other news, unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. Coming up, I've got some tunes I think all of you are going to like. The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. It's just about time to get you some news. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Also, word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. You know, they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you. Welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. One more story for you. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. This next song helped me through a very difficult time in my life, and I hope one day it can do the same for you.
Sweet Just lay down your weary head. Dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know all your lovely dreams will come true? So just close your eyes. Listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. More news for you. Prem formally sworn in new sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd.
Howdy do, folks. I'm Sheriff Myers. Be good, or I'll shoot you dead.
Moving on. Residents of Novak were treated to a surprise light show when Helios 1 unexpectedly began firing lasers. No word yet on the damage. Mojave? Mo problems. Am I right? Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have. But you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I love you, yes I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. 'Cause you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks' heart is done been broken just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken.
I love you, yes I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. This just in. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the RepCon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
Also in the headlines, a hostage crisis between the NCR and the Great Khans was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostages' release. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. More tracks coming your way right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. We've got some news for you coming right up. A big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. Also, according to a new report, violent crime is on a sharp decline in New Vegas. The report credits the decline of the population of fiends in the area. In possibly related news, local chem dealers report an overall decrease in their standard of living. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle. And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle, jangle. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell. Though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle. They sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle. And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle, that jingle jangle.
I got spurs that jingle jangle,
as I
jingle.
go riding merrily
As I
along.
go riding merrily along.
Oh, ain't you glad
And they
to
sing,
single?
oh, ain't you glad
And
to
that
single?
song ain't so very far
And that
from
song
wrong.
ain't so very far from wrong.
Oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle jangle.
I got spurs that jingle jangle,
as I
jingle.
go riding merrily
As I
along.
go riding merrily
And they
along.
sing, oh, ain't you glad
And
to
they sing,
single?
oh, ain't you glad
And
to
that
single?
song ain't so very far
And that
from
song
wrong. Ain't so very far from wrong.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. There's word in from Camp McCarran that an attempt to bomb its monorail system was foiled by an alert civilian contractor. Security is being tightened. In addition, Tops Hotel owner Benny has been killed by an unidentified assailant. His former right-hand man, Swank, consoled mourners.
If I know my pal Benny, he's swinging with the big cat upstairs as we speak. Or he's chasing some angel broad with cans as big as her halo.
Stay classy, New Vegas. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
To the town of Alfrea rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas red not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're going to keep you listening all day. If you like news, you're going to love our next segment. Wealthy Brahmin Baron Heck Gunderson was arrested in the Ultra-Lux Hotel as a suspect in his son's murder. A hotel spokeswoman had this to say.
Mr. Gunderson is no longer a welcome guest at the Ultra-Lux, nor is he allowed to sample the world-class cuisine of the Gourmand, New Vegas's only five-star restaurant.
In other news, NCR Rangers are being pulled off the front line as part of a campaign to secure existing NCR territory, according to anonymous sources. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's got to give. Up next.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Food shortages and mass starvation are plaguing Freeside and the Strip in the wake of a sharp reduction in the area's beef supply. Moving on. Sources close to the emeritus tell us a newcomer has been meeting privately with bosses Nero and Big Saul, unusual for a family outsider. Asked the comment, Big Saul said, quote, "The fuck you looking at? You wearing a wire, are you? I'll break your fucking kneecaps. Hey, get back here." And that's the news. More music just ahead. Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. I've got news for you. Witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. One more story for you. The NCR flag has been hoisted over former Legion Outpost Nelson after heavy fighting. NCR officials are calling this a big win for troop morale. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. It's just about time to get you some news. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. Also in the headlines, the Kings Gang in Freeside has put an official end to the hostilities with the NCR. An RNV reporter was on hand to speak with the King.
I feel so bad. I think it's time we reconsider, baby.
That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. Stick around. We've got some great songs coming up for you. is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. And now the news. We're hearing rumors that Caesar may have been assassinated by an unknown party. It is currently not known how the assassin was able to evade security. Once again, Caesar dead. A shocking turn of events whose impact is anyone's guess at this point. In addition, a large unidentified aircraft has been seen circling the skies above the New Vegas Strip. Freesiders are hoping they'll drop food. But I wouldn't get your hopes up, Freesiders. Those were our top stories. And now, Nat King Cole reminding us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Take me out of this world tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now or never. Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go.
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. More news for you. During his visit to Hoover Dam, an attempt on the life of NCR President Aaron Kimball was stopped by a quick-thinking civilian. Caesar's Legion is believed to have been behind the attack. Also, intense fighting erupted on Hoover Dam as tensions between NCR and Caesar's Legion boiled over. But in a shocking turn of events, the dam has been rendered useless, and both sides have taken heavy casualties. Neither faction appears to have won. The sources of the dam are telling us that the involvement of one key person appears to have heavily influenced the outcome. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight.
That lone star from 1,000 miles away, calling me back home, though I ventured far astray. When I see that beacon shining for me all alone, it calls me back to Texas and to home. Lone star, shine down. new mown hay. I remember though I've wandered and much happiness I've found, still I wish that I could be back there today. I know my home is waiting for me by the river's shore. I know that all the ones I love would welcome me once more. In dreams I see them now, though it seems I'm bound to roam. My thoughts are still of Texas and of home.
I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. Came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number three was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited for you, knocked on the door. I waited but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
I hadn't been untrue. I'm going under, getting over you. I'm going under, drowning in these blues. I'm down so doggone low, have to look up, see the soles of my shoes. I'm going under, getting over you. I'm going under, getting over you.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I love you, yes I do, I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. 'Cause you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot lot of folks' heart is done been broken. Just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken.
I love you, yes I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
In the shadow of the valley, I would like to settle down. Wide open space, wind on my face, a distant horizon, the moon on the crest. In the shadow of the valley that I love best, you have always waited for me, and you always will be there. Sagebrush and pine, old friends of mine. A little bit further, I will find my rest in the shadow of the valley that I love best. I have wandered many places, but they're all the same to me. Nowhere I found to settle down. A little bit further, I'll find my rest in the shadow of the valley that I love best. In the shadow of the valley that I love best.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
To the town of Alfrio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome Ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
And
this old house ain't a home with no love inside it. We set out pretty strong. Now we just can't fight it. I'm leaving today. I don't wanna argue or shout. You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out. What's the use in buying a car if you won't buy gasoline? We used to be two under par, now we can't get on the green. I don't know where it went, but it sure went a-flying. Love's like dough that's been spent. Now there's no use of crying. Tell me, where can I go? East or west or north or due south? You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out. I'm taking it. The green, I don't know where it went, but it sure went a-flying. Love's like dough that's been spent. Now there's no use of crying. Tell me, where can I go? East or west or north or due south? You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out. You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out.
I'm so blue without
just tumble, each promise broken like my heart. It's a sin, my darling, how I love you, so much in love and yet so far apart. It's a sin to hide behind this heartache, to make believe that I found someone new. It's a sin to say that I don't miss you, when people know I'm still in love with you. I'm sure you're happy with another who shares the love I couldn't win. Why pretend that I can't live without you, when deep inside I know that it's a sin.
What's up, Wastelanders? This is Three Dog Bow Wow, and you're listening to GNR. That's Galaxy News Radio, in case you forgot. And here's me with the news. For those of you not in the know, to the northwest of Megaton is this vault, Vault 101. Now, believe it or not, this one's still got people living in it. And every few years or so, someone comes scrabbling out. Well, wouldn't you know it, someone's come out of it again. And, I kid you not, he came to visit yours truly right here in the studio. Now this cat, James is his name, had been in a hole for years. He needed to know what was what out here in the beautiful capital wasteland. So I, the great and powerful Three Dogs, set my brother straight. I told him what was what, who are the winners, the losers, the movers, and the shakers. So if you see James out there, you say hello. Be kind to our new brother, and show him that here on the outside, we always fight the good fight. Hey, and in case a light bulb just started glowing over your head, you can flick the switch and forget about it. You're not getting into that vault. Whoever lives in there sure as hell doesn't want what you're selling. And no, you can't knock down the door. It weighs like 13 tons. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now, some music. This is the Ink Spots with their timeless classic, I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't want want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
I don't want to set the world on fire, honey. I love you too much. I just want to start a great big flame down in your heart. You see, way down inside of me, darling, I have only one desire. And that one desire is you. And I know nobody else ain't gonna do.
I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just wanna be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same,
I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
You're listening to Galaxy News Radio, and I'm your host, Three Dog, Lord and Master of all I survey. What rhymes with shoes and often gives you the blues? That's right, it's time for the cashews. Okay, that doesn't really rhyme. How about news? Okay. It seems the settlement of Grey Ditch has gone quiet. Residents haven't come out to trade with the caravanners, and attempts to make contact have been met with silence. So if you're out by Grey Ditch, you may want to pop in and see what's what. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Now, some music. It's Billie Holiday with Crazy, He Calls Me.
I say I'll move the mountains, and I'll move the mountains if he wants them out of the way. Crazy calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love, I'd say. I say I'll go through fire, and I'll go through fire, as he wants it, so it will be. Crazy calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love, you see. Like the wind that shakes the bough, he moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now, the impossible will take a little while. I say I'll care forever, and I mean forever, if I have to hold up the sky. Crazy calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love am I. Like the wind that shakes the bough. He moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now. The impossible will take a little while. I say I'll care forever, and I mean forever. If I have to hold up the sky, crazy he calls me. Sure I'm crazy, crazy in love. Am I?
Hey, kiddies, this is Three Dog. Bow wow, your voice in the darkness. Or at least the radiation. News time, children. Not too long ago, I reported that a cat recently left Vault 101. His name is James. Good guy. Turns out it gets better. I've got a new report here that says someone else has just climbed out of that hole. What the hell is going on down there? Revolution? Vacation? Somebody fart? Your guess is as good as mine, kiddies. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Up next, we've got a public service announcement. Listen up, children, this stuff's important. Remember, children, when the raiders come, there ain't no shame in locking your doors, barricading the windows, and cowering under the nearest bed. When these psychos come to play, they have one thing on their minds: making your life as fucking miserable as humanly possible. Raiders can't be bargained or reasoned with. And ain't no use surrendering, because they'll just shoot you anyway. So run, hide, or fight if you've got the balls and the guns. But for God's sake, don't go waving the white flag. They'll just strangle you with it. And now, some music. master of ceremonies.
You're listening to the adventures of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant, Argyle. Today's episode, Escape from Paradise Falls.
So, Little Faith, boss, I could disarm this slaver junk with my eyes closed. 1 second. There, now for yours. Stand still.
Argyle, you magnificent bastard! You did it!
Don't thank me yet, boss. We still need to get out of here. Let's go, while the guard's away from the front gate.
Not so fast, my flesh-rotten friend. That girl we came in with, we're the only chance she's got. Come on!
Always with the dames.
All right, she's locked in there. They call it the box. First, we need to remove that guard.
Allow me. Hey, fella, got a light? Huh, Lotus? Kick, yay!
Ha-ha! Now the door.
Child's play, boss. Okay, lady, you're rescued. Now let's get out of... What? Boss, it's empty. Hands up, chumps. Nobody escapes from Paradise Falls. Now let's move back to the pen nice and slow before...
Drop the steel, you slaver scumbag. You boys all right? I busted out of that box and was almost home free when I noticed your predicament.
Wait a minute. We do the rescuing around here, sister.
Now, Argyle, no need to be hasty. We owe this young lady our thanks, Miss...
Penelope Chase, fortune hunter. You can buy me a beer later. Now let's cut this shindig short and get the bloody hell out of here. Come on.
Argyle, old friend, I think I'm in love. Be sure and tune in next time for another exciting adventure of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant, Argyle.
3 Dog! That's me, kids, coming to you tape from my fortified bunker in the middle of the D.C. hellhole. Ain't life grand? Yes, time for the news. All right. 3 Dog has heard about some crazy things going on out there in the Capital Wasteland, but this one just might beat them all. I've been getting some scattered reports that a couple of costumed kooks have been battling for control of the settlement called Canterbury Commons. One of these wackos seems to be assisted by robots, and the other by mutated bugs. Every day it seems to be the same nutty scene, with the scuffles ending in a stalemate. So if your travels take you to Canterbury Commons, keep your head down and your assault rifle loaded for crazy. Thanks for listening, children. This is 3 Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Now, some music. Up next is Roy Brown telling us all about that mighty, mighty man.
Well, I'm a mighty, mighty man. I'm young and I'm in my prime. Yes, I'm a mighty, mighty man. I'm young and I'm in my prime. Well, I don't pick my jobs. I'm ready for any old kind. Yes, I'm a real young man, a brand new 25. Yes, I'm a real young man, a brand new 25. Well, I'm willing, I'm able, I'm frantic, much alive. Well, I'm 6 feet tall, I ain't no hand-me-down. Yes, I'm 6 feet tall and I ain't no hand-me-down. Well, I got a gal in town who calls me Good Rockin' Brown. man, I really don't need a wife. Yes, I'm gonna stay this way, 'cause ooh, what a wonderful life. Well, I'm a mighty man, I'm young and I'm in my prime. Yes, a mighty, mighty man, I'm young and I'm in my prime. Well, when you want me hollering, I'll be there on time. Well, when there's work to do, send for the mighty one. Yes, when there's work to do, you better send for the mighty one. Yes, he'll stay on the job until the job is done.
Hey, everybody, this is Three Dog, your friendly neighborhood disc jockey. What's a disc? Hell if I know, but I'm gonna keep talking anyway. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program for some news. Ooh, boy, children, you are going to love this. Okay, so I told you about James, the guy from the vault, and then I told you somebody else crawled out of there too. Right. Well, guess who came to visit old Three Dog at his luxurious studio in beautiful downtown D.C.? That's right, the other vault dweller. Now, you want to know if it gets better, don't you? Well, hell yes, it gets better. Turns out vault dweller number 2 was none other than James's kid. I know, I couldn't make this shit up. Okay, but now it gets kind of sad. You see, the kid is looking for his dad. Looking for James. See, James left Vault 101 without telling the kid why. Now, I've since learned that James is a scientist and is working on something big. Is that why he left the vault? Looks that way. So who knows, maybe James is going to save the world. Can't think of a better cause than that. But James, if you're listening, your kid's out, man, and he misses you. So you might want to find him before he gets swallowed up and spit out. And for all you other cats out there listening, if you see the kid from Vault 101 out there, give him a pat on the back and wish him luck. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now, some music. This is Bob Crosby, taking us way back home.
The roads are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the gates are the rustiest, the pies are the crustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest, way back home. Back home. The trees are the sappiest, the days are the nappiest, the dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest, way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must confess. I'm a weary exile, singing my song of loneliness. The grass is the springiest, the bees are the stingiest, the birds are the wingiest, the bells are the ringiest, the heart's the singiest, the arms the clingiest, way back home. What about the sun? Sun's the blaziest, and the fields the daisiest, and the cows the graziest, and the help's the laziest, the boys are the wittiest, the girls are the prettiest, way back home. The pigs are the snootiest, the owls are the hootiest, the plants the fruitiest, stars the shootiest, the grin's the funniest, the smile's the sunniest, way back home. the spreadiest, the wine is the headiest, the pals are the readiest, the gals are the steadiest, the love the liveliest, the life the loveliest, way back, way back, way back home. No place like home, sweet home.
People of the Capital Wasteland, you can hear me. Yee-haw! You can't stop the signal, baby. That's right. From Megaton to Girder Shade, Paradise Falls to the Republic of Dave, we're coming to you loud and proud in a special live report. But Three Dog, you're in that cool radio studio in D.C. How do you know I can hear you all the way out here in the ass end of nowhere? Because of the kid from Vault 101, that's how. That cat actually managed to repair our antenna relay. How's that for ingenuity, folks? From here on in, it's bye-bye, stupid static. Hello, magnificent music. So sit back, relax, and absorb these classic tunes. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now a super important public service announcement. For all you guys and gals tempted by the thought of scavenging in the downtown D.C. ruins, here's a tip. You see, children, the Frankensteins might violently and horrifically rip you to shreds, but only if you're lucky. According to most of our reports on the super mutants, they actually prefer capturing their victims and hauling them off to God knows where. Consider yourself officially warned. Now, some music.
I'm tickled pink that things are rosy and skies are blue once again. Let the bygones go bye-bye. No more will I sigh or cry. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm tickled pink, the moon is yellow, and I'm your fellow tonight. Soon we'll reach that red letter day, when I will pop the question and you say okay. Say then we'll be married in the month of May. I'm tickled pink that things are rosy and skies are blue once again. Let the bygones go bye-bye. No more will I sigh or cry. I'm tickled pink, the moon is yellow, and I'm your fellow tonight. Soon we'll reach that red letter day, when I will pop the question and you say okay. Say then we'll be married in the month of May.
Because one dog ain't enough, and two is too low, it's me, Three Dog. How you kids handling post-apocalyptia today? Let me ask you something, children. You hungry for some 200-year-old Salisbury steak? Or you hungry for some news? I'm guessing news. Here you go. The boys and girls of the Brotherhood of Steel continue to fight. The good fight, folks. They've recently stepped up patrols in the downtown D.C. ruins in response to increasing sightings of everybody's favorite freaks, the super mutants. Without our buddies from the Brotherhood, I'm guessing the entire Capital Wasteland would have been overrun a long time ago. So if you see a knight or a paladin out there fighting your battles for you, Give him a big thanks. Or even better, some ammo. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now, some music. Wasteland, it is I, Three Dog, your ruler. Hear me and obey. Oh, sorry, that's that other radio station.
You're listening to the adventures of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant, Argyle. Today's episode, Super Mutant Mayhem. That'll teach those slaver slime bags to follow us. Looks like that's the last of them, boss. So, Miss Chase, how did you come to be, held up in Paradise Falls?
My friends call me Penelope, and let's just say those slavers don't take too kindly to people disrupting their caravans. And by disrupt, I mean blow up.
Ha! Now that's what this wasteland needs, more women with spunk and explosives. So tell me, Penelope, what's the next stop on...
Stupid human, shut up now. You come with us now.
Super mutants.
Out of the frying pan.
Now see here, you hulking horrors. This young lady has been through quite enough for one day. Holster your weapons or...
Why is your ghoul friend picking their pockets? This is no time for sticky fingers, Daring.
It's not what he's taking out, my dear, but rather what he's putting in. Duck and cover! The old Shady Sands shuffle. It sure brings me back. You two smooth skins okay?
My, Argyle, you are rather resourceful for a ghoul, aren't you?
Are you kidding, my dear? Argyle has saved my skin more times than I care to remember. I hardly know how I got by before I met him. With all due respect, boss, you didn't. If you remember, it was me who got you out of that little situation in... Ah, now, Argyle, old chum, let's not bore the beautiful Miss Chase with those ancient exploits.
Oh, I don't know, Daring. For example, that name of yours, I happen to like. Herbert. Why,
Boss, that sounds like a kid screaming, and it's coming from those ruins. Quite right, old chum. Save those questions, Miss Chase. If we survive what happens next, I may even answer them. Be sure and tune in next time for another exciting adventure of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant, Argyle.
Wake up, Wasteland! It's me, Three Dog, bringing you all the music and news your little hearts can handle. Everyone ready for the Capital Wasteland's latest news? Me neither, but it's that time again. Grab your hankies, children, 'cause I've got a heartwarming tale to tell. It's about a little boy's search for his daddy. Mwah. It's about love, abandonment, and, now this is the good part, reunion. You see, the kid from Vault 101 has been looking for his dad, a very nice man named James, who left his son behind in the vault when he took off. What kind of dad leaves his kid in an underground bunker? Children, I just don't know. It ain't for Three Dog to judge, and you shouldn't either. But none of that matters now. Father and son were spotted walking and talking together out there in the wastes. Here's hoping they can hold on to each other this time around. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Now, some music. Here's Tex Beneke with A Wonderful Guy.
I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional dither with a conventional star in my eye. And you will note there's a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as tried and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as a moon, happy night, pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I'm as tried and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as a moon, happy night, pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy.
GNR, Three Dog, all you need to know. Here's the latest news. Unemployment is down, stocks are up, and the UN has just declared global peace forever. Now the real news. According to reports from the ever-so-hoity-toity Tenpenny Tower, a group of displaced ghouls have been trying to gain entrance. but lush at large, Alistair Tenpenny says, no zombies, no how. Come on, Al, cut the ghoulies a break. If they've got the caps and you've got the space, it's a win-win, right? What do you say? Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now listen close for this important public service announcement. Just a friendly reminder to all you would-be bigots out there, ghouls are people too. You see, children, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die. Sure, they may look like hideous zombies from an old monster flick, but their hearts, their souls, their tears are all very much human. So please, if you meet one of the Capital Wasteland's many ghouls, leave your prejudice at the door and your pistol in its holster. Ah yes, one important caveat, kiddies. Those feral ghouls that prefer the dark, dank underground, they are basically mindless zombies, so kill as many as you damn well please. And now, some music. America, it's me, your president, John Hank. Gotcha! Three Dog here. How's everyone doing? Seems we've got bit of news. Just listen to this. Tinfoil hat time, children. My eyes and ears tell me the big bad government has taken over that big machine thingy at the Jefferson Memorial. You heard it here first, my friends. The Enclave is on the scene. I've got reports of flying ships and shock troops and high-tech power armor. And when the man showed up, a bunch of scientists went running. With them was Rivet City's own Dr. Madison Lee and that crazy kid from Vault 101. They're safe and sound now at the Citadel. Praise Jesus! Praise Jesus! No sign of the kid's father, though. He's hoping James is okay. Well, boys and girls, what can I say? Looks like President Eden wasn't completely full of shit after all. Methinks we are screwed. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Now, some music. Here's Danny Kaye and the Andrews Sisters, crooning about, what else? Civilization.
Each morning a missionary advertised with neon signs. He tells the native population that civilization is fine. And three educated savages holler from a bamboo tree that civilization is a thing for me to see.
So bongo, 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 I don't want to leave the Congo, oh, no, 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 no. Bingo, bango, bongo, I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go. Don't want no bright lights, false teeth, doorbells, landlords, I make it clear
that no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here. I look through a magazine the missionary's wife concealed.
Magazine? What happens?
I see how people who are civilized bung you with automobiles.
You know you can get hurt that way, Daniel?
At the movies they have got to pay many coconuts to see.
What do they see, Donnie?
Uncivilized pictures that the newsreel takes of me.
So, bongo, 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 he don't wanna leave the Congo, no, 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 no. Bingo, bango, bongo, he's so happy in the jungle, he refused to go.
Don't want no penthouse, bathtub, streetcars, taxis, noise in my ear.
So no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.
They hurry like savages to get aboard an iron train.
The Tringalingo Hula Humble Express.
And though it's smoky and it's crowded, they're too civilized to complain.
Now when they've got 2 weeks vacation, they hurry to vacation ground.
What do they do, Donnie?
They swim and they fish, but that's what I do all year round.
So, bongo, 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 I don't wanna leave the Congo, no, 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 no. Bingo, bango, bongo, I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go.
Don't want no jailhouse,
shotgun,
fish hooks,
golf club,
I got my spears.
So no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.
They have things like the atom bomb.
So I think I'll stay where I am.
Civilization, I'll stay right here.
And now, some music. Hello, Capital Wasteland. This is Three Dog, ow, coming to you loud and proud from Galaxy News Radio.
You're listening to the adventures of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant Argyle. Today's episode, In the Black Widow's Web. Well, those super mutants are persistent, if nothing else. A word of advice, keep running.
In those hills up there. Isn't that where the hidden village of Rockopolis is located? If only we knew where it was.
Turns out you're in good company, Miss Chase. Argyle and I are old friends of Rockopolis. Know the secret knock and everything.
Boss, that's privileged information. You can't just...
Now, old chum. Miss Chase is hardly going to violate the secrets of Rockopolis. Isn't that right, Miss Chase? Besides, necessity calls.
So you do know where it is. Well, come on, then. Those super mutants can't be far behind.
Just over here, this large boulder. And now, the secret knock. And voila!
Now, that's what I call a getaway, Daring. So tell me, do you take all your girlfriends here?
Oh, no, Miss Chase. I can assure you this will be our special place.
Listen to yourself, boss. This is Rockopolis, one of the safest places in the wasteland, and you just showed a stranger where it is.
Ignore my manservant's mutterings, Penelope. He has a penchant for the dramatic, you see. Why, one time...
Oh, I don't know, Daring darling. I find the ghoul's instincts to be frighteningly accurate.
Here I thought we were friends, and now you have a gun in my face. Bad form, Miss Chase, bad form.
Jabber all you want. In about 30 seconds, my associates from Paradise Falls will join us.
I knew it. I knew this dame was no good. But it's worse than I thought. She's the Black Widow, the leader of the slavers.
Quite right. We've been trying to capture these Rockopolis rodents for years. Never could have done it without you, Daring.
Looks like I've gotten this into one heck of a pickle, Argyle, old chum. One heck of a pickle indeed. Be sure and tune in next time for another exciting adventure of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant Argyle.
Wake up, Wasteland! It's me, Three Dog, bringing you all the music and news your little hearts can handle. Got lots of stuff going down in post-apocalyptia these days. Here's some of the latest news. There have been more and more sightings of raiders over by Evergreen Mills. Smart money's on them having some kind of camp out that way. Keep that in mind the next time you feel like nosing around that neighborhood. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Time once again for an important GNR public service announcement. Listen, kiddos, never forget the importance of periodic weapon maintenance. Rifle, pistol, police baton, I don't care which. If your weapon is falling apart, the only wasteland asshole it's gonna kill is you. So be smart. Salvage those parts and make repairs whenever you can. Now, some music. It's Cole Porter, and anything goes.
Times have changed, and we've often rewound the clock since the Puritans got the shock when they landed on Plymouth Rock. If today any shock they should try to stem, instead of landing on Plymouth Rock would land on them. In olden days, A glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. If driving fast cars you like, if low bars you like, if old hymns you like, if bare limbs you like, if Mae West you like, or me undressed you like, why nobody will oppose. When every night the set that's smart is intruding at nudist parties in studios, anything goes. When Mrs. Ned McLean, God bless her, can get Russian red siesta, then I suppose anything goes. When Rockefeller still can hoard enough money to let Max Gordon produce his show, anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and that gent today you gave a cent today once had several chateaus. When folks who still can ride in jitneys find out Vanderbilts and Whitneys lack baby clothes, anything goes. When Sam Goldwyn can, with great conviction, instruct Anna Sten in diction, then Anna shows anything goes. When you hear that Lady Mendel standing up, now does a handspring landing up on her toes, anything goes. Just think of those shocks you got, and those knocks you got, and those blues you got from those news you got, and those pains you got, if any brains you got from those little radios. So Mrs. R, with all her trimmings, can broadcast a bed from Simmons, 'cause Frank will know anything goes.
Hey, kiddies, this is Three Dog, Bow Wow, your voice in the darkness, or at least the radiation. Seems we've got a bit of news. Just listen to this. The kid from Vault 101, a.k.a. the Wanderer, a.k.a. that crazy son of a bitch, has been spotted poking around some caves way out west. Makes perfect sense to me. The kid's had enough of the wild and woolly wasteland and is looking for another old vault to crawl into. Good luck with that, my friend. Only thing been seen in those parts is Yao Guai super mutants and some crazy mountain kids. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now, some music.
Let's go sunning, it's so good for you. Let's go sunning, neath the sky of blue. Greet the sun every morn. Feel as free and happy as the day you were born. Let's go native, sun your cares away. Be creative, learn to live and play. Pretty flowers need the sun. This applies to everyone. Life's worth living when nature's giving happiness to everyone. So let's go sunning. Cares away, be creative, learn to live and play. Pretty flowers need the sun. This applies to everyone. Life's worth living when nature's giving happiness to everyone. So let's go sunning.
listening to GNR. That's Galaxy News Radio, in case you forgot. Yes, time for the news. Today's weather, excessively violent with a chance of dismemberment. Tune in later for our 5-day forecast. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now, some music. It's the First Lady of Song herself, Miss Ella Fitzgerald, telling us that into each life some rain must fall. Ain't that the truth, sister?
Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine. Into each heart some tears must fall, but someday the sun will shine. Some folks can lose the blues in their hearts, but when I think of you, another shower starts. Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine.
Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine. Into each heart some tears must fall, but someday the sun will shine. Some folks can lose the blues in their hearts, but when I think of you, another shower starts. Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine.
Into each and every life, some rain has got to fall. But too much of that stuff is falling into mine. And into each heart, some tears has got to fall. But I know that someday that sun is bound to shine.
Some folks can lose the blues in their hearts,
but when I think of you, another shower starts. Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine.
You're listening to Galaxy News Radio, and I'm your host, Three Dog, Lord and Master of all I survey. News time, children. Good golly holly. This is the worst thing to happen to our neighborhood since the HOA instituted their mandatory scavenged rags dress code. From Rivet City to downtown D.C., the Enclave is on the scene and setting up shop. Children, I don't care if you've ignored every other word that's come out of my mouth for the past 5 years. Please, hear me now and believe. The Enclave, and that includes their homecoming king, President John Henry Eaton, and his gorilla, Colonel Augustus Autumn, are not here to help you. Wake up, children. The Enclave have a giant truck full of Brahmin, and they've been spoon-feeding you the bullshit. These guys are schemers, crooks, and killers. And the sooner you all realize that and stand up to their oppression, the better. That, my friends, is fighting the good fight. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Up next, we've got a public service announcement. Listen up, children. This stuff's important. We all know the dangers of radiation, but with the right precautions, you can prevent accidental death or even, ghoulification. Keep your eyes on those Geiger counters, kids. Tick, tick, tickety means run your ass out of there, and then pop some rat away for good measure. If you do need to head into the heat, be smart. Give yourself a nice boost of Rad-X first. Remember, only you can prevent human flesh fires. And now, some music. From my fortified bunker in the middle of the D.C. hellhole. Ain't life grand?
You're listening to the adventures of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant, Argyle. Today's episode, Between Rockopolis and a Hard Place.
Just ease away, zombie. No funny business.
Funny business? Miss Chase, you hurt my feelings. I mean, there ain't nothing funny about the Eagle Claw.
Good God, Argyle. You ripped out her heart.
I always knew this broad was heartless. Get it, boss? Heartless.
Your kung fu skills may be unparalleled, old chum, but your comic delivery leaves something to be desired.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, magnificent King Crag, fearless leader of Rockopolis, it's me, Daring. Daring Dashwood?
Herbert Dashwood? I should have known. But who is this? This dead woman? And is that her heart?
She's the least of your worries, Craggy. In a few seconds, the slavers are going to be breaking down your rocky front door.
Slavers? You led the slavers here? To Rockopolis? You idiots! Do you realize what you've done?
Inspired you to tighten your defenses?
Dashwood!
Warm welcome's over, boss. Time to scram.
Citizens of Rockopolis, destroy these interlopers.
This way, Argyle, into the caves. It's our only chance.
They're gaining on us, boss. That cliff up ahead, you think you can jump it? You ain't as spry as you used to be.
Child's play, you withering worrywart.
What's this? Whoa! Boss, don't worry. I'm coming.
Best hurry, old chum. I can't hang on much longer. I think this could be the end of... Be sure and tune in next time for another exciting adventure of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant, Argyle.
Because one dog ain't enough, and two is too low, it's me, 3 Dog. How you kids handling post-apocalyptia today? What rhymes with shoes and often gives you the blues? That's right. It's time for the cashews. Okay, that doesn't really rhyme. How about news? Here's a question for all you faithful listeners. Have you guys and gals ever seen a tree? No, not those shriveled black things. I'm talking real trees. Brown bark, green leaves, photosynthesis, all that good stuff. Now what if I, the all-powerful 3 Dog, Bow Wow Wow, were to tell you that somewhere right here in the capital wasteland, there's a place with lots of trees. A veritable oasis of green in that depressing sea of brown. Look, it was years ago, and I may have been experimenting with Jet at the time. But I'm telling you, it's out there. Until next time, this is 3 Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now, some music. It's the Ink Spots and Maybe.
Of me when you are all alone. Maybe the one who is waiting for you will prove untrue. Then what will you do? Maybe you'll sit and sigh, wishing that I were near. Then maybe you'll ask me to come back again, and maybe I'll say maybe. Maybe you think of me when you are all alone.
head and sigh, wishing that I were near. Then maybe you'll ask me to come back again. And maybe I'll say maybe.
Hello, Capital Wasteland. This is Three Dog. Ow! Coming to you loud and proud from Galaxy News Radio. And here's me with the news. Yikes! Looks like the lone wanderer has wandered himself right into the Enclave's sinister clutches. My deep cover super secret agents tell me a vertibird recently flew out of the mountains to the west, and the Vault Kid was an unwilling passenger. I mean, how willing can you be when you're encased in a block of ice? Crazy, I know, but these are crazy times we live in. Anyway, the vertibird was headed northwest into the mountains, where I have it on good authority the Enclave has their big underground clubhouse. Good luck, Wanderer. You'll need it. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog. Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now, some music. How about some easy living from everyone's favorite songstress, Billie Holiday? Got lots of stuff going down in post-apocalyptia these days. Here's some of the latest news. I've been getting more and more reports of these mercenary maniacs from Talon Company, especially in the downtown D.C. area. If you see these hombres, steer clear. Whatever you have, they want, and they're not really into asking politely. Word is, these guys take all the contracts the other mercs won't. In short, there's nothing they won't do. So be careful out there. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now, some music. Hey, Nifty America, it's me, your president, John Gotcha! Three Dog here. How's everyone doing? We interrupt our regularly scheduled program for some news. I'm coming to you live with a special report. Ding dong, the sanctimonious, self-righteous, self-proclaimed presidential asshole is dead. The Enclave's not-so-secret base way up in the Northwest just went kablooey. And I have reports, damn good ones, that Eden didn't make it out alive. Sure enough, the Enclave radio station is officially offline. Hell, check for yourself if you don't believe me. And if that weren't good enough news, word is our old friend from Vault 101 made it out of there in one piece. Keep fighting the good fight, kid. We're with you all the way. In other news, the Brotherhood of Steel has amassed a large assault force at the Citadel. Time for a showdown with the remaining Enclave forces at the Jefferson Memorial? You keep listening, children, and GNR will keep you posted. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now a super important public service announcement. Don't feed the Yaogwai, that is all. And now, some music. It's Roy Brown singing about the one, the only, Butcher Pete.
Hey everybody, did the news get around about a guy named Butcher Pete? Old Pete just flew into this town and he's chopping up all the women's meat.
He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He just hack, whack, chopping that meat.
Butcher Pete's got a long, sharp knife. He starts chopping and don't know when to stop. All you fellas better watch your wives, 'cause Pete don't care whose meat he chops.
He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. He's hacking and whacking and smacking.
Hey, now.
Hack, whack, chopping that meat.
of that meat.
Hacking and whacking and smacking. He just hack, whack, chopping at me.
Wakes up in the morning 5:30, chopped from sunrise to sunset. I don't see how he stays alive. Meat's gonna be the death of old Pete yet.
He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking. He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking. He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking. He just hack, whack, chopping at me.
The police put Pete in jail. Yes, he finally met his fate. But when they came to pay his bail, they found him chopping on his cellmate.
He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking.
And now,
He keeps hacking and whacking and smacking. Just hack, whack, chopping at me.
that's Butcher Pete is the bravest man. Tried to chop down the wind and the rain. Just hacks on anything he can get. Say, turn this record over. You ain't heard nothing yet.
GNR, Three Dog, all you need to know. Let me ask you something, children. You hungry for some 200-year-old Salisbury steak? Or you hungry for some news? I'm guessing news. Here you go. 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since our boys in Power Armor kicked those Enclave bastards out of Project Purity and started that baby chugging. Now, y'all remember James, right? Father of 101? Well, Three Dog has learned that back in the day, James' wife had a dream. See, she was a scientist, too. Worked on that project. You know what she wanted? The waters of life. Free and clean. For any and all. God, ain't that beautiful? But even better, it's finally happened. The water is clean and hell yeah, it's free. Ow! Just a little patience, children. As I speak, the Brotherhood is working with Rivet City Security to get that fresh water to the wasteland. The caravans are coming. So get your glasses ready, children. This round's on me. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog. Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Now, some music. Here's Bob Crosby singing to us all about happy times.
Wish on the moon and look for the gold in a rainbow, and you'll find happy times. You'll hear a tune that lives in the heart of a bluebird, and you'll find happy times. Though things may look very dark, your dream is not in vain. For when do you find a rainbow? Only after rain. suddenly hear chimes.